Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside, inviting you to flip that switch. Yeah, there are ways in which our emotional state affects us physically, right? I'm talking about stress. So stress management is a real factor in our physical health. So I find ways, and I'm trying to promote ways, to change your environment, changing what you're doing physically to change what's going on in your head, change what's going on in your heart. So for me, the act of emotional regulation, because I work with people. That's right. And I am constantly stimulated and informed, shared with, and needing to navigate how other people are feeling. As a manager, I work with people who are either sick, sad, or hurt. that's just what you get. So, and that affects me because I want to, and I need those people that I work with to be the best versions of themselves, because their job is to be in service of others. They need to be part of the show. All right, they're educators, they're edutainers, if you will. And when they are sick, sad, and hurt, our guests are not getting what it is they deserve, what they need, and that includes myself. So I need to make changes physically to help my emotional state. Part of that is just it begins with the awareness, right? How am I feeling? A lot of people they succumb to their feelings, and a lot of that it's very natural. So self-regulation is an active, constant negotiation, right? So how am I feeling? And, what is the cause of that? Hey, if I'm feeling good, maybe it's because I got the sleep that I needed. Hey, if I'm feeling good, maybe it's because of my diet. Hey, if I'm feeling good, maybe it's because I've got some activity that is promoting some physical health. So what's happening in our hearts, what's happening in our head, often it's a reaction, right? So my philosophy is, if I know that my emotional state is affecting me physically, and we know that stress, small amounts, chronic stress, now that's the great divide right there. Chronic stress just leads to a whole myriad of complications to our digestion, our metabolism, our decision-making, coping mechanisms, right? Impulse control, all that stuff. So I need to make changes physically. And I'm aware that changes in my diet, right? What I eat, when I eat, how I eat it, all of those are factors that affect my blood sugar levels, my energy, my focus, my emotional state. So I'm aware of that. I make changes to my diet, what I eat, when I eat, how I eat it. And then sleep, right? If I don't get enough sleep, if I don't get the quality of sleep that I need, I can be more of a hurt bag than other people deserve. So make efforts to do that. And then what I'm doing physically, if due to weather or illness or injury, if I'm not finding myself getting outside, getting active, it changes my emotional state. So if you find yourself responding emotionally, do something physical to change that. My best recommendation, start with breath work. We see it, and it's like it's subconscious. It just happens. Emotional state, right? Our body goes into reaction mode. It affects our breathing. So start with breath work. In through the nose and hold it, and then big complete exhalation. Hold at the bottom, and then hold it, and then release it fully and completely. Hold it at the bottom. Do that over and over and over, and you'll change your blood pressure, change your heart rhythm, changes what's happening with your cortisol levels, calms. All right, so we do it, and then the physical act of touching some textures, touching someone, right? Call it a hug, a little bit of pressure, right? That physical state, physical change, contact changes so much when it's safe and when it's welcomed, when it's invited. All right, sometimes we need that. So yeah, sometimes a heavy sweater, a weighted blanket, right? Someone to hold. And we do it to ourselves all the time, right? Someone's crossing their arms. That's a self-hug, right? It's a comfort reaction, right? People need to sit with their emotions for a moment. They're going to cross their arms, right? It's a self-hug. Don't even realize it's happening. So do things physically to change your emotional state. Get active. Think about your blood sugar levels. Think about your hydration. Think about what's happening to make you feel that way, to make you think that way, to make you act that way, and then make an immediate change. Just get up, get moving, go for a walk, breathe, all right? Get a drink of water, pop a few dates in your mouth. Yeah, fiber, natural sugars, right? It's better than going for something else. If you're gonna have chocolate, go for the really good stuff, the dark chocolate, like the 80% stuff. Yeah, tried Baker's chocolate, it's not the same, but you know what I'm saying. So when you start to do things differently physically, it changes your emotional state, all right? For me, it's exercise, it's diet, it's sleep, it's breath work, awareness. And you've got to be self-aware before that happens. Because, yeah, other people, when your pendulum swings too far the other way, they'll let you know, if not with their words, with their emotional state, right? So, self-awareness. After that, do something physical. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Go outside. Thanks. Bye.